Hello and welcome to my channel, Big Speaker Talking Facts TV. Hit that like, subscribe, share, and notification bell if you haven't already done so. Anything that is discussed on Big Speaker Talking Facts TV is for educational, entertainment, for use purposes, research, and allegedly. Today I wanted to come and give you guys my take on the Armani Rose interview on Soul Player TV. And my hat goes off to him. And also my heart goes out to the family, because the loss of anyone is heartbreaking, but the loss of your child is even worse. So I can't even imagine what they going through, because I can't imagine losing mine. So may Ducky P rest in peace, and my heart goes out to them. I pray that our highest creator go and give them the love and care that they need to get through this hurtful moment, because this is a very hurtful moment. And I can only imagine how his dad felt. That was his little twin. So, people need to be more sensitive about the situation when they approach the situation. Now, she did say that Ducky P and Benzo Bling had been, close since like 14. And that's how they got their bond or whatever. And she also spoke on that, Benzo Bling had a very hard upbringing. And since like the age of 9, he's been going in and out of jail. And how he's institutionalized. Well, people don't realize the way they house people and stuff like that. And if you keep going back down there, you do become institutionalized. Where I've seen some men, every time they get ready to come up for parole, they'll do something so they don't have to get out, because they don't even want to be out here in the real world no more. They are comfortable with where they are. I know that may sound weird to people, but some people, once you do that, it's like home to them. You know what I mean? And I'm just keeping a beam with you. I'm not going to get on here and lie and tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And that's true. I have relatives that have did 20 years, and, hey, they have told their parole officer when they got mad, send me back. And, hey, that's alarming, but this is what happens when you keep a person locked up a long time. So she said, he's doing okay, because that's somewhere that he's used to. And she also touched on the basis that, with all that had been going on, Ducky P has started to really estrange himself, from Benzo Bling, with all he had going on, because he wasn't with that, And so with that being said, that was a smart move, but unfortunately it just didn't happen fast enough. And, how Benzo Bling hadn't really been in the videos and so forth and so forth. But she also stated that someone that went to school with Ducky P's sister was one of the killers of her son. And how unfortunate that is, because he could have killed her, or could have done something to her, and she wouldn't even known it. Because who would think a sophomore is thinking about killing somebody? But these kids these days is different than, hey, the kids I grew up with. I ain't never seen nothing like these kids. These kids right here, baby, they is a firecracker. And they also wanted her to, talk about Benzo Bling's relationships and which he preferred. And she just kept it real and said, yeah, he messed with them, and yeah, he'll mess with a girl too. And that, it's a lot of people kids doing this. And that's true. It is. But they close their eyes to it and act like they don't see it. You know? And you can't make my eyes see different. My eyes see real good. I can pick up on something real quick, baby. So, what they was really trying to get around to was asking her, was Ducky P and Benzo Bling in a relationship? Because of the fact that one moment it was his cousin, one moment it was his brother. And that we won't know. Because I doubt if Benzo Bling tells somebody that, and Ducky P is not here to tell you that. The only people that may know is his parents. He maybe told them that, or they picked up on it, but they're not going to come out and tell you nothing like that now. And they grieving over their child. Like, people, they don't care what they ask you. But people need to know that Oak Cliff at one time was its own city. If you was in Dallas or wherever and you wrote a letter to Oak Cliff, you had to put Oak Cliff, Texas, not Dallas, Texas. It was, in the 1900s when they decided to go ahead and make Oak Cliff a part of Dallas. So now you write a letter from wherever to Oak Cliff, it's going to say Dallas, Texas on it. But, these are things that people don't know. Yes, people in Dallas, hold balloon releases, candle lights. They do all that. Shirts, they do all that. And every year the person, is gone, they will get together and do all that. Yes, they do. They do all that. They also wanted her to answer the questions about the plates that was used on the car for the killer of Mo 3. Okay, now, this lady did make a statement that was true. If your kids is doing something, they really ain't gonna tell you what they really finna do. It's very, very rare that you'll find a child that's gonna come in there and tell they ain't an uncle, whoever, friend, or whoever, what they really finna do it for, because they don't want nobody to know. The less people to know, the better chance of you getting off. So why would you go run your mouth and tell everybody that? People don't think before they speak. But this lady did. Because she wasn't no fool. She not gonna sit up there and self-incriminate her damn self. People is crazy. The shit they ask and the shit they do. But she did address the elephants in the room. The bloggers that keep her name in their mouth. And just very insensitive to the fact that the lady just lost a son, and the lady also has lupus. Now, I can speak on that. They thought I had lupus, but it turned out to be fibromyalgia, which mimics lupus, and lupus is something that's common in the melanin culture. That's what they need to be worried about. What happens with melanin people? What health problems are known in melanin people? Go look that up. Why are you looking up mess? But she touched on that. She touched on the fact that her daughter went to school with the killer, and Ducky P was, he was given space in between Benzo and himself. For what reason? Only himself will know, or whatever. But, she also did state that, the bloggers, they keep her name in their mouth, so that's why she just went on and said she was going to address this, which is good that she did that, because they do. And if you are a real live person, and this lady that you've been talking about go live and give you the opportunity to get on the platform to discuss with her what it is you want to discuss, and you didn't do it, you's a coward. Because a real live person will get up there and will ask that lady all the questions that they may have about her, instead of speculating. The elephant was in the room, and nobody didn't do nothing. Yeah, try to play dumb and think they gonna get up there and not show their face and everybody else showing their face. Nah, we ain't finna do that. Which was right. And it's just so unfortunate how people are dragging your name through the mud. And Mo3 talked about that all the time. And I did see where they played a game where a so player asked you who the best out of this person and that person. I did notice that she did not choose Mo3, but she did turn around and give him credit. I did notice that. Um, I I noticed that uh, she also stated that when Mo3 was younger, you know, hey, he would, be around them and they could see a vision in him. And so, with that being said, um, she was giving Rain his credit for what he did for Mo3 and, how they got on and all that. And, uh, that's good because, Rain was also saying that uh, the Dallas bloggers don't have OGs like the OGs in Houston where they can put money behind the rappers, to go ahead and make them, take off, But in Houston, the OGs down there, they got money to, put behind the rappers and make them go and get out there, you know what I mean? Which is, could be true, because a lot of these OGs up here, I'm just gonna be real with you. A lot of the OGs that the young kids used to look up to is strung out on drugs now. So they can't look up to them no more. They sit up there and got on their own product. So they not the OG, and you don't look at them the same if they looking like something different. Why would you look at them the same and they looking like a whole different person? So no, these kids ain't gonna listen to them. You can't tell nobody no when you sitting up here and practically homeless, and you know what all goes with that. So no, that's probably true. They probably do got more OGs down there. They got money and backing the people or whatever the case may be. But I can say that it was reported that Benzo say he has nothing to live for now. He lost his best friend, his everything, and when you have a bond with people, whatever form of bond that is, you do go through those types of moments. You feel like you can't live no more, but people was trying to turn that into something else, which I say we won't know, and you know, uh, she says that her husband has never ever been Mo3's manager, so she wished people would stop saying that because that's not the case. Her husband, Bushy, Mr. O'Cliff, has never been Mo3's manager. That is the biological father of Ducky P. She is Ducky P's stepmother, but that has nothing to do with it. If that lady done fulfilled her shoes, she is the mother. A mother is someone that is in your household and of motherly like to you and sends you in the right direction, and that's what that is. That's how they go. Your parents are the people that raised you. Let's get that straight. Because my grandparents, my parents, they raised me. That's my mother and father, okay? Now, I do have someone that birthed me, and I do have a sperm donor. Now, I'm not going to say they bad people, but they did not raise me. My grandparents did, and I'm glad my grandparents did. Also, she states that Miss Holdown was digging in her Instagram and getting old pictures from whenever, way back when, before Mo3 was killed, and using them saying that this was the day before Mo3 got killed. Says allegedly Bushy was supposed to have a watch party. She never said yes or no. She just said, I know me and Bushy be together everywhere we go, and I ain't been to no watch party or whatever. And, hey, that's good that they have that type of bond. or whatever, to be able to go everywhere together, because that's a good thing with relationships. That's how people grow apart, when they don't spend time together. And she was unable to speak on the Benzo Bling case with the murder of Mo 3. Uh, you know, it. She was talking about how people just trying to get money off her name, Duck P name, Mo 3 name, and all that, which they is. You do get money off that. And whoever want to sit up here and act like they not going hard as they is, or whatever on their videos so they can get that check from YouTube, is a whole liar. A whole liar. And yes, she has been talking to Benzo while he's in there. He's doing good, as she said. He's used to it. And, basically, that, she's really sick of the bloggers being insensitive to her situation, dragging her name, and, just talking on stuff that they really don't know about, and putting pictures of elderly women up there, stating that that's her and someone else's grandmother. The list goes on. But, it seems to me that the lady tried to help out a lot of people's kids at one time, or still does. I don't know. But from what I gathered from her conversation, because like I say, the video has been cut, so I didn't get to watch the whole video. And so from what I gather, it seemed like she done tried to help out a lot of people. And normally when you try to help out a lot of people, people go right and drag your name through the mud. Like Mo 3 said, they ain't gonna never stop talking about 3. And if you ain't got no paperwork or whatever, then, you ain't got no facts. And that's true. So, I mean, I don't know what else I can tell you or whatever, but, hey, she let Rain know, hey, that game you play with them bloggers on there and want to do all that you do, I ain't for that. And I don't blame her, because I don't like when nobody try to play me close on the cool and think I don't know. Because, see, I got the mind of a man and a woman, because I was a daddy's girl, and my daddy taught me well, and I just know I'm very smart, and I'm thankful for that. So that's why I said I want to get my own channel out the mud, because, see, sometimes you can get help from people and they will wear it down in the ground, do things, So, I said, no, I'm going to do this. I get my signs and I pay attention to my warnings before destruction. Because sometimes you can get somebody to, you think, helping you, but really hurting you. Because whatever that person got going on, remember, watch your affiliates, in my Bootsy Badass voice. So with that being said, you got to be careful who you mess with out here on these YouTube streets. Because messing with the wrong person, they will get you. What these subscribers don't know, why they keep in and caca to the wrong thing and laughing at death. Same thing to make you laugh will make you cry. You don't do that type of stuff. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's not cool. But hey, what can I say? This is the way they moving. And yes, they do get shirts. Yes, they do have the candlelight visions. They do all that. And people were saying that there was they sacrificed. And no, the lady was saying that it is the ultimate sacrifice, because it has more than one meaning. This right here, taking her son, that was the ultimate sacrifice, meaning that you, out of all things, your son was taken. Because there's several meanings. Remember, English is, out of all the language, the hardest to learn, because our words got different meanings, but may be spelled the same or may sound the same. So you have to keep that in mind, people. But, my heart goes out to them. May Ducky P rest in peace. May Mo3 rest in peace. May Raleigh rest in peace. Miss Gloria, and so on and so on and so on. Because this is not stopping. It's only getting worse. But from my take with the Armani Rose video, the lady was smart enough not to self-incriminate herself with what others is blurting out them funky pair of lips. And she's highly offended with the bloggers making false statements and using her pictures from her Instagram from a long time ago and putting with the death of Mo3 the day before, and laughing at the fact that her son has been killed. And this was a young guy, and we losing the young, like, you know, like the young should be burying their parents, but we losing them. And, you know, that's what people need to be worried about, is the kids and what's going to become of the kids now, these babies. And everybody too worried about mess rather than what they need to be worrying about. Need to be trying to get together and organize some type of something to fight back for life. Because if we don't get it together, we are doomed, people. But I want y'all to let me know your take on the Armani Rose video or interview or whatever with Soul Player. Thank you for doing that interview, because it's been well needed. So the lady can clear her name. And, you know, since they dragging the lady's name through the mud. And let me know how you feel about Ducky P. Do you think Ducky P's death was tied to Mo3's? Do you think it was just somebody that betrayed him, as his mother stated? And, I mean, just how do you feel about the whole situation overall, of everything that I've discussed with you and anything else that you may know? Please leave that in the comment section below. I would really appreciate that. And also, I will be going live, and I will post that day. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And that share, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let me know that you're rocking with me. So I'm going to keep on bringing it and bringing it and bringing it. And every time you're going to know when it's some news you can use. It's the Big Speaker talking facts. I appreciate you for watching my video. Y'all stay aware, safe, dangerous, knowledgeable, all that. Because this world ain't what you think it is. It's right before your face, and a lot of you can't see it. Wake up, my brothers and sisters. Because it's a real war for life going on right before our eyes. I'm out. Peace.